Been a very long time. Sorry if you were expecting the long intro, but the music I use apparently gets flagged by Facebook, and we don't want that. We want to make the Facebook gods happy, and so not using the theme that we I bought actually uh, doesn't make them happy. So fuck them. Anyway, we're here tonight. It's been a long time. Welcome back, the cast of characters that we usually have, minus Jared tonight. But we've got Nate and Seth, and we're going to talk about a movie from 2015 that Seth saw, and he's like, "Well, we should do a discourse show on We Are Still Here," and so we are. This is all because of Seth, but it's okay because I like this movie. I think we all like it, and we've got a couple other things we're gonna talk about. So, welcome, Nate. How you been, man? Been busy, I see, Mister Actor,
Always.
big shot actor.
Yeah. Game an actor, that's no doubt.
How's
See
that
what
going?
like on the other side of the camera. No, it went great. I
Right.
just did Uncle Vanya, which most people think is boring. It's a Chekhov play, but I played Astrov, which is kind of the lead. Plays named after Uncle Vanya, but the original version of it was named after Astrov, so it's kind of like they're kind of code leads. But it was definitely the best role I've had, best challenge I've had. It was 660 lines, I think. It was, but it was
That's a lot.
amazing.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then I'm gearing up to direct "It's a Wonderful Life" this Christmas.
Oh,
So I've been working on
that's
that
fun.
since. Yeah.
That's cool. Um, we should write our own stage play, an adaptation of Hellraiser, and call it Uncle Frank. No.
Because it'd be a lot more cheery than Uncle Vanya. But
Well, I don't even know what that is, but yeah, maybe I don't know. Seth, that probably perked your ears up. You down for the writing duties to the stage play called Uncle Frank?
Yes, let's do it.
How you been, buddy? After your swig.
Been okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
been okay.
So Seth is carrying on with Werewolf Weekly whenever he wants. And we're going to try to get back to discourse as much as we can. I think, did you say next week is Mother's Day, Nate?
yeah, and my
Okay.
birthday.
So, yeah. Oh, the same day?
Yep.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Birthday month, huh? May. Who else has birthdays in May?
All of Nate's personalities.
Yeah, all of them. I played Hyde. I played. There's a couple.
Well, my birthday is also in May, so we'll probably do one more show in May, and then we'll keep trying to do whatever we can, and we're gonna try to cover some things. I'd like to do some shows like we did a couple years ago when we did your room is a well, your vice is a locked room, and only I have the key, and
Oh, to watch something we
you
haven't
know,
seen.
yeah, stuff that we haven't really all seen, or it's a rare thing that we've seen. Because I recently rewatched Rillington Road again, and that's a really fucking good movie, and I wouldn't have watched it if we didn't do the show on that. So, I think doing stuff like that would be kind of fun, and then of course whatever else we want to do. What do you guys think about that? If you can come up with some stuff, because Nate's seen over 8,000 movies at this point,
Getting
and it's
tough.
not hyperbolic. What'd
No,
you
it's
say?
not. It's getting tough to find good stuff I haven't seen. I guess, but
Yeah.
then again,
I
you
think
never know.
Well, I think dipping into some of the early 70s giallos might actually be something, like All the Colors of the Dark might be. I don't know if you've seen that one or not. That's a good one. I've only seen it once, but it was back in 2019. So I'd love to talk about that at some point and try to get some, those Italian numbers coming in. I guess I don't know. But let's talk about briefly. Bo Star passed away about a week ago, and Seth quotes him quite a bit. Well, am I wrong? Seth?
If I catch you groping my daughter, I'm going to use that gun on you.
There you go. Uh, I didn't realize how old he was, and Nate didn't realize he was still alive. So yeah,
I guess what would that make him in Halloween for? That was 38 years ago, and he was
well, he would have been probably
in
well
his
filming 42,
mid
maybe.
40s.
Yeah, younger than we are all now.
I'll be 50
Um,
Sunday.
you will be 50.
Yep,
You look good for 50.
I look better than Bo Star did at 42.
Uh, yeah, well, he was the sheriff, so he had a pretty stressful
Yeah,
job.
he had that daughter to take care of.
Yeah, with them. Yeah, cops do it by the book. He was
I
also in
yeah,
Goodfellas. And
yeah,
go
but
ahead.
Goodfellas. I love Bill Starr. I thought he was one of those great character actors. I wish he'd done more. I know he's done some stuff, but Meeker seems to be the main, the big role I guess he has, or it was followers follow. But there was a movie I loved, and I don't know, have we ever done this show? Because that may be a suggestion.
Okay, what is it?
William Lustig's Relentless.
No, I've
I
never
may
even
have
seen it.
brought it up, but it's one of
Is
the
that
movies.
the movie with Judd Nelson? Judd Nelson's
Yeah,
in that. Yeah,
Judd
I have
Nelson
seen that.
and
Yeah,
Leo Rossi, who played
I
Bud in
love
Halloween
Leo Rossi.
2,
Hmm.
and Robert Loggia and Meg Foster.
Oh,
And it's a serial killer movie. Bo Star plays Judd Nelson's dad, who was a cop who was really hard on him and basically made Judd Nelson a serial killer. Judd Nelson plays the killer. Leo Rossi is a new detective in from New York who's moved to L.A. and he's a new detective. He was just a police officer in New York, but now he's become a detective. He's moved his family to L.A. and his new partner and now mentor is Robert Loggia, who's kind of course, he's all gung ho. Let's solve all the problems right now. And Robert Lowe's like, hey, take it easy, kid. We'll get there. But there's a killer called the phone book killer, and basically it's Judd Nelson, where he just opens a phone book, picks a name out of random, and just calls them up to see if they're home. And if they're home, or even if they're not home, he goes and waits for them, and he just decides that's who he's going to murder. But he gives you a warning. I'm coming. I just saw your name. I'm going to kill you tonight.
that's terrifying.
It's terrifying. It's one of apart from Breakfast Club, it's probably my favorite Nelson movie. So, and Leo Rossi, he didn't
Yeah,
do a lot of starring roles, and I think he's the lead. He's the star of the movie. So
I like Leo Rossi. I've seen him in a few other things. Yeah, he's a good supporting actor. Yeah, I mean, if we can find it streaming somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, let me look actually, because I think there are sequels to that too. Because like this was one of those things I remember seeing and then following up with watching some of yeah, there are 3 sequels.
Wow. William
Yeah.
Forsythe and one of
Dead
them.
on Relentless 2. Huh?
It's William Forsythe and one of them. It's been sequels.
Leo Rossi, Meg Foster. The third one.
I stream them, and you can rent it.
William Forsythe is in the third one.
Because didn't William Forsythe do like one of the father was that stepfather movies? Didn't he do that?
Did he? I will.
No,
I don't know.
Seems like he did some other sequels like that where he'd be in like the third movie. But William Lustig was a big horror guy. Did Maniac Cop, a really good movie called Vigilante, which is another one. Did you guys ever watch Vigilante? Because I always brought that up when we talk about Assault on Precinct 13 because I feel like they're like a perfect double feature. Vigilante came out in 1983, like the same day or the following week after Return of the Jedi or something, or on the same day. So no one saw it. And it's Robert Forster, Fred Williamson, but it's basically said like Robert Forster's family's killed by a street gang, and Fred Williamson contacts them. The gang gets off. They go to trial. They get off, and Fred Williamson's a father of another kid or somebody was killed, and they've got this little vigilante group that they've started, and they get him to join, and they go out hunting these people and hunting down the street gang. But when I saw, it just feels like if you like Assault on Precinct 13, you'd like
the poster's out of control. I don't know if you can see it or not, but
yeah,
that's streaming on Tubi. I don't know. I don't think I've seen Vigilante. That sounds like a movie that Seth would be just chomping at the bit to see. I wouldn't mind watching it too.
Oh yeah, I mean Robert Forster's. I love him. Yeah.
I love Robert Forster. He's everything I've ever seen him in. He's just good, and he's got this calming presence too. And
Fred Williamson.
yeah, Fred Shaft. Right? No, is that Shaft? No, that's
No,
he's in.
he
He's
played a
in
lot
From
of
Dusk Till Dawn, right?
yeah. He did a
Okay,
lot of black exploitation, like Black Caesar stuff like that. But he wasn't his
Richard
nothing as
Roundtree.
big as Shaft. Yeah, Shaft, Richard Roundtree. Yeah.
What do you think, Seth? I know you hear Assault on Precinct 13 and you perk up. I know that.
Yeah. No, I mean, that sounds actually really good. I'll definitely want to check it out.
It's kind of out of our normal element, but yeah, I think that'd be fun. We'll put those two on the list: Relentless and Vigilante. Just don't forget about Nate.
That could be like the double feature of what we were talking
about.
Yeah,
that's not a bad idea. What do you think, Nate? Do a double feature, Relentless
I'd love to watch them both again. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Maybe we can do that the Sunday after Mother's Day. Let's do that. Yeah. I'll put some posts up on the socials and see what people, if they've ever seen these, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, and we got really far away from Bo Star. Rest in peace. Seth, you got one more line for us from Bo Star? Put you on the spot.
I know. I'm trying to remember now.
Then just give me something from Halloween 4. Anything. I know what you're gonna say, but go ahead.
Shit, Earl, that was Ted Hollister. You dumb son of a bitch.
Go home, Earl.
You said you saw Myers.
You don't have a police force.
Hey, that was a pretty good impression.
That was good. All right. So the movie we're going to talk about tonight is We Are Still Here. I saw this when the Horror Syndicate began, because it came out in 2015. Of course, the Horror Syndicate came out. We started in 2016, and so I tried to see like whatever was up to date, and my interest was piqued because I looked at the cast list. Of course, Barbara Crampton's in it, and I didn't know him then, but Larry Fessenden is in it, and I love him now. I don't know anybody who, like you guys. You gotta love Larry Fessenden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
but my interest was really piqued by the last name was Sacchetti for Barbara Crampton's character, which is the last name of the man who wrote a lot of the Italian zombie movies for Lucio Fulci, and he was part of writing Demons and City of the Living Dead and all that stuff. So there are times that this movie does feel like it's kind of could fit into that Italian type, early 80s, late 70s.
It was supposed to be a tribute to City of the Living Dead, wasn't it? Or House by the
Cemetery? I don't know if it was.
House by the Cemetery.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And all the characters are named after that, I think, right? Characters in that movie.
Well, McCabe is a character from like Dave, the character who I guess he's like the bad guy of the movie. McCabe is Dr. McCabe from The Beyond. Dagmar, I'm not sure about, because that's the Dagmar house, Joe the electrician, there was Joe the plumber in The Beyond. So there are definitely ties to Fulci's. The director, I looked him up to look at his name. What is it? Todd Geohagen, I'm guessing. He definitely loved Fulci, and I love Fulci as well. Seth, what you saw this most like recently for the first time, right?
I saw for the first time like last year, I believe, or the year before. But I had only seen it the one time. So just a little story here is that my little brother Alex comes over on the weekends, and we used to go like back and forth with showing each other movies and stuff. And I know that he's a big lover of cats. He has a lot of cats, so I decided I was going to show him Reanimator. And And
Okay. Interesting.
and that got us onto a conversation about Barbara Crampton, and he was like, "Oh, have you seen We Are Still Here?" And I was like, "I haven't heard of it." And so then we watched that right after, and I loved it. Uh,
Hmm.
so yeah, and it's
It's
weird
kind
because
of
it's not
one.
like what's that?
It's not your cup of tea, generally.
Oh yeah, you
No,
don't like ghost movies usually. Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a few exceptions, right? Like John Carpenter's The Fog, Stir of Echoes, 13 Ghosts, House on Haunted Hill, like stuff like that. But like
Hmm.
it's typically like my least favorite subgenre of horror is the ghost stuff. Um, but this one, it was like like as it plays out at first, I'm like, okay, it's a it's a decent you know ghost movie. The ghosts look cool, and then it gets into the added element of this town and this cult like thing. I'm like, okay, that's a neat little aspect to it. And
Hmm.
then um, the point where I said I love it is like, so I'm pretty easily to please when it comes to movies. All you gotta do is have your third act be chaotic and batshit crazy,
And it was a
and
siege.
Siege.
yes,
Yeah, it was a
yes,
siege
there was a
also.
scene.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, it's definitely
yeah.
Carpenter wheelhouse, or like it's like the fog, a lot of fog vibes, and the
Totally.
Siege movie, yeah, and also
Yeah.
like in the Mouth of Madness, it's got the H.P. Lovecraft kind of vibe going. There's even a reference to Lovecraft in it, where the hospital where they were sending the bodies is Essex, right? And that's where is that where Arkham was in
I didn't
Lovecraft?
catch that.
Yeah, I think so. I think so because it was yeah.
So there's like, yeah, so there's definitely some Carpenter, there's Fulci, there's Lovecraft, there's even Nightmare on Elm Street where the steps scene sinking into the steps,
Mm-hmm.
which I think the director put a lot of like his favorite stuff from horror in this film. It's all over the place, and then of
Well,
course he wrote it for Barbara Crampton, he wrote it for Larry, those parts.
like the fog thing that I get from this is like the way that the ghosts were presented as um they're either like dark silhouettes in the background or they're
Mm-hmm.
just like they're charged so they're like black and they have the like the white eyes, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it does kind of remind me a little bit of Blake and his men from the fog.
Oh yeah, and also they're usually a lot of times engulfed in smoke. Also, you see a lot of smoke
Mhm.
around them, which
Yeah.
kind of like the fog. Yeah, I think the director kind of was like, if I'm gonna be able to make one horror movie, I'm gonna do what like
mhm.
and throw a little bit of everybody I love into this movie, and you could tell that he did that, and plus he got Barbara Crampton, so he got his more H.P. Lovecraft type because she's in three H.P. Lovecraft stories, I think, movies based off H.P. Lovecraft stories with Reanimator,
From
From
Beyond.
Beyond, and is Castle Freak one of no Castle Freak's not one of his, is it? I don't know. Anyway, maybe two.
It's Stuart Gordon who's known for doing Lovecraft, so
Well, that's Stuart Gordon, I believe,
yeah,
isn't it?
right.
Castle Freak. Yeah.
But by
So
Yeah,
association, you could say.
yeah, right. So I don't. I like this movie, and one of my favorite things about it, was I discovered for me Larry Fessenden, and I fucking love him.
and Lisa
And
Marie.
yeah, Lisa Marie also, who something she like fit the role very well, like
Yeah.
the witchy psychic type hippie lady. And I look at her and I'm like, what's she doing with a guy like Larry Fessenden? you know?
I got to meet her. She was kind of that way in person too. There was
Really
something, yeah, very, yeah, there was something about her.
interesting. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if she's just naturally like that because in some of the things we've seen her in, the way she presents herself, it's obviously she's acting, but at the same time, it feels. I'm trying to think of a word best to describe her presence on screen. I can't think of one, but it's
Ethereal.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. But Yeah, it's a nice little compact story. I like the guy that I mentioned, Dave, I think is his name. They come to the house and the woman slips them the note, and sort of like, what the fuck, the basement's always so damn hot, and everything that happened with the electrician. I there's it's I think this is a really good kind of underseen film that not very many people talk about or see, because I posted something about it a couple of days ago. We have 95,000 followers. Not everybody sees everything. I get that, but like maybe 7 comments on it. I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
I guess nobody's
Oh,
really
really?
seen this, Yeah,
And you don't usually see
which is interesting.
this level of violent, gory deaths in a ghost movie. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
when they kill
it's true.
people, it's like they're physically like they have an effect on the physical world, like touch people, like it burn
Hmm.
people, and that was also different. That whole they look cool burnt, and they have the smoke coming off of them and the embers and all, but also like it's the opposite of what we normally see, because usually ghosts have a chill, like it's cold, the temperature drops or it's cold,
Yeah,
and like these the temperature's risen, and so it's a breaking of the convention in some ways.
Hmm. And yeah, and that being able to interact with the physical world as much as they were putting fists through people. I mean, there was like they had a blood cannon for this movie or something, because I mean, you saw blood shooting out of vents. You saw blood
Mhm.
just shooting all over the place. Which again, generally when you see a ghost movie like this, you don't see what, like you said, the gore, the blood. There's barely any blood in a ghost story. I mean, you watch The
Yeah,
Changeling. I don't think there's a drop of blood at all.
it's an homage to the Changeling too, with the ball and all.
Hmm.
And you got yeah, like the blood, like even like shotgun blasts, like Lisa Marie's head getting blown off, all
Yeah,
these things. Like
yeah.
it's just you don't see like Seth says, just batshit crazy finale of just people getting killed in ways we would never imagine, or like just and all the little details of it, like the blood shooting out of the hole in the basement.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that's just not what we see in supernatural horror films. Usually, it's
And
usually
that,
that's
just people don't often die in supernatural movies.
that's exactly the issue I have with ghost stories. Is that they,
Yeah,
to me, they feel like safe horror. Stuff like The Conjuring, stuff like that. And I just love when movies like they go hard. And
hmm,
this one definitely does in the third act. And that's why I actually love it, because it feels like there's definitely stakes and there's definitely huge amounts of violence and gore and all this great
mhm.
stuff that's happening. You know, that's why this
Yeah.
is an exception.
One other thing I liked was when Larry Fessenden character and Lisa Marie's character's son comes. All the stuff happens with him, and the girlfriend escapes, and she's just driving down the road trying to get away, and the fist goes right through. You don't. That's another thing you don't really see. They generally ghosts, not always, but are very confined to the properties. And this one wouldn't get anything away, and it looked like it was driving the car at one point, but I don't know if I was just seeing something or what.
I
But I
could go
thought that
back.
was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah. I like this movie. Nate, what overall did you think of it? I didn't get really. It sounds like you enjoyed it for the most part.
yeah, I saw it when it came out, and I owned the DVD, so I remember it was one of those strong independent horror film. I mean, for an independent horror film, I don't remember what the budget was, but it definitely was a low budget film. Um, but it was one of the better ones that year. I know I put in the DVD, and Starry Eyes came on. Do you see that one?
Yeah,
I
back
haven't seen
then,
it.
yeah.
That was a good one too at that time. That year. Um, and the girl who played the lead in that was the one that played Wendy, and well, yeah, Wendy in the Shining movie sequel, Doctor
Doctor
Sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah, she played
Oh,
Shelley Duvall. She played Wendy. Uh,
she's in House by the cemetery, or of the Devil. What's her name? I love her, and she's in that movie from a couple years ago that we saw. God damn.
you're thinking the girl. You're thinking the girl played the little girl's mom in Doctor Sleep. because she was the
Okay,
one in
that's what I'm thinking of. They
House
look
of
so much
the.
alike,
They
though.
do look similar, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Starry Eyes was really great. And the director I became friends with on because I ended up doing artwork for something for Starry Eyes. I became friends with him, the Dennis. It's two directors, and then I did. He did that. Oh, no,
There's
maybe
no
I'm
way.
wrong.
So it says the budget of this movie was $10,000. There's no way.
No, there's no way that's. But Dennis, he went on and did that Pet Cemetery remake. Is what it was. He did. Yeah, 10,000 doesn't sound right.
There's no way. It's got to be closer to at least $1 million.
I mean, just the gore effects alone,
Mm-hmm.
and Barbara Crampton. It sounded like Larry was friends, so maybe Larry took scale or something. But
Yeah, no, it's got to be more than that. But yeah,
I'm seeing. Hold on, a 2000. The short movie was $10,000.
Is that what it was? Okay.
And then while the 2007 version had an estimated budget of 28,000. So maybe they tried to make it a couple times. Shit, I don't know. I would say it was probably under $1 million.
Yeah, close to, if anything. But yeah, I think that there's there are issues with this movie. The thing I like about it is the townsfolk. The scene in the bar was one of my favorite scenes. Go see who's knocking on the door. The girl opens the door. I should have sent the new girl because he blew her fucking head off or whatever. He shot her. That dude Dave had set a hair trigger, man. But I also like the scenes of seeing people approaching the house from the windows in the snow,
Yeah.
and then also the scenes of them running away after all hell broke loose, which was pretty great. Yeah.
It's so funny because my wife and my daughter came in because I watched it this morning again because I hadn't seen it probably in 10 years.
Yeah.
And they came in and like, what are you watching? And all that chaos was going on. And all those people were getting killed left or right. And the one woman who was kind of leading it in some ways inside, she's trying to figure out how to get up the stairs. I'm like, get the fuck out of the house. And as soon as I said that, they show those people running out the way. Like,
yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do. You're not fighting these things.
I mean,
they're dead.
Yeah, the town knows the legend. If shit starts going down, get the hell out of there. Although, are they even safe? Because that girl was fleeing. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's the other thing I wondered is how many.
I think part of the mythology, right, is if they don't sacrifice somebody, like they'll kill everybody in town, like the whole town.
They'll go after the town,
just like they have to fight because they have to kill these people or whatever, or they won't. I don't know. It sounds like so. There really is no running away, I guess.
Yeah, because they'll take the town if that's another question I have. If that's the fact, how many people do they need to sacrifice?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people dying constantly.
Yeah,
a lot of sacrifices going on.
That's just
a whole family thing.
Yeah, does it have to be connected? Because I mean, they technically killed Lisa Marie and Larry Fessenden and their son. That was a family. So I mean, they didn't kill them. Trigger Happy Dave killed, one of them at least. That guy, I liked him too. I had his name pulled up, but he was just the right creep for that movie, and I liked the way that woman, I guess it was his wife, was with him, and he kind of spoke for her. It almost gave me a Rosemary's Baby vibe with that guy.
Oh, there's definitely some of that in here.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you could probably find moments from so many horror movies in this movie. Monty Markham is his name.
Monty Markham.
1935.
90 years old.
Yep.
He was in Neon City.
Airport 77.
He was in Guns of the Magnificent Seven. Death Takes a Holiday. Piranha. 1995 Piranha movie.
What?
Hot Pursuit.
That's a TV movie. Oh
John
my God.
Cusack movie, right?
Hot Pursuit.
Mr. Deeds Goes to Town TV show. He was at Baywatch Panic at Malibu, at the Malibu Pier.
He's got some acting chops. Looks like Mission Impossible from 1966.
Big Speed. He was on Baywatch. He's a regular on Baywatch. Looks like he was a regular. He was on Murder by Rope. Murder She Wrote.
Murder by Rope. That'd be a good title.
He was on Dallas a lot. I guess. Or maybe not. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he just guessed. He probably just guest starred. I'm liking it, like just things he's in. But he's probably like,
he's in a lot of stuff. Probably a little character actor here and there. But he was pretty good in the movie. Overall, they were all pretty good. Who was her husband? The male lead in this. I didn't recognize him.
Andrew Sinig.
Yeah, I don't recognize that guy at all.
It's like Daniel Stern.
Is he an asshole?
He's a sticky bandit.
Oh, Daniel Stern. I got the wrong person. God. Anyway,
he ain't that much of like note, really.
Also, one of the things about this movie, it ended abruptly. So, like, my question was, were the Schettys safe to live in that house after that?
It sounded like the ghosts accepted them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was like this whole, because there was this whole thing at the end with the antagonist where he's talking to the lead ghost, and he was like, this family's been here for 2 weeks and they're still alive. And if you think about earlier in the movie, when they show up, him and his wife show up at the house, they say that they stopped by because they saw the lights on. And then when they came to the door and they were talking to him and they mentioned that they were there for 2 weeks, he was like genuinely surprised. So I'm a little like confused about the overall thing, but it almost kind of seemed like the ghost intentionally didn't kill this couple, and that it was all about getting the townspeople there so they can finally get the revenge.
Get revenge, that makes sense. Because because I mean, the woman gives them a note, like, and the woman tells them, not to be worried about the ghosts, right? You shouldn't be worried about that family. What's the name again? What's the people that live there?
Dagham or something like that.
Yeah. That was a ghost, but they had been burned or killed by the townsfolk as a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. Like the townspeople made the sacrifice, and it happened to be on a place where there's like dark energy or something shit like that.
Some old ancient.
It was an old mortuary too, right?
Yeah. But whatever was there, I guess whatever evil's there is older than the mortuary kind of thing. Like it was like the town, like this goes way, way back, like the ancient one. H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah, the ground is sour, and they had that mortuary on top of this pet cemetery, and and they were sacrificed by the townspeople, but they still have to. But that's the ghost, I guess, as a former sacrifice.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know what else we'd like to speak about this movie, but what else did you want to say about it, Seth?
Well, to be honest with you, because I saw it like last year for the first time, and then I finally asked my brother, I was like, what was that movie that you showed me with Barbara Crampton? And he told me the title because I forgot the title, and then I ordered the Blu-ray, and it finally came in, and the day that it came in is when I texted you, hey, we should do a show on this. As I was watching it earlier tonight, I'm like, this is a cool movie, and like I can give my general opinion about it, but I don't know if there's really a lot to talk about with
Nate said that too.
I was like, I don't know how much I contribute to the conversation, but
well, because like I was, I was like, one excuse to rewatch it again, and then as I'm rewatching, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I can say how, it's not my cup of tea, but starts off one way, it's decent. It gets better with the additional plot point of the town, and then it goes off the rails with the batshit crazy ending that I love. I love the designs of the ghost and everything to do with them. I like how it's not a safe horror film. But yeah, there's really not a lot to talk about with it. I mean, I do like, I like all the performances across the board. The guy that played the husband, I thought he was really good. I like Barbara Crampton, obviously, Fessenden, obviously, Lisa Marie, obviously. It's just like one of those movies too. It's like I think I'm at a point where if I see the Dark Sky logo, the Dark Sky Studios logo, whatever, I'm probably gonna give it a chance because late phases, Stakeland 1 and 2, which also have Fessenden in them. Blackout, like they're actually a pretty good like indie horror company. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice finding a studio like that and trying to kind of follow what they do.
That's a very competent made movie. Like even from the opening, it takes its time. It takes its time to get in there. It's quiet. There's a lot of. It just establishes the isolation of the house, and that's even more amplified by the snow and.
Yeah, that was another thing too. Is like at first I was like, "Oh, is this in Vermont, my home state?" And because it definitely seems like that area. They have like a little, not very long behind the scenes thing on the Blu-ray that I got, and one of the producers was talking about how he was like driving home, I'm guessing to New York through Vermont, and like he was kind of inspired by the scenery, especially in the wintertime. He thought that would be great. But I think they shot this in New York State. He said that they were like just outside of Rochester. But still, like it reminds me of home,
Yeah. Plus, it's set. You're talking about it's set in 1979.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you wanted to avoid the cell phones and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. I think cell phones are like a pain in the ass of modern horror. But I just love seeing like the old cars, the old telephone, the old stereo system.
Yeah. But you can almost not even notice it because small rural towns, they could stay that way. Like you could go to a rural town in the 80s and it looked like that in the 60s or it looked like that in the 70s. Like that's the fun of, and like you just get an old house, and as long as the interior isn't modernized, you can make a 1970s horror movie or 1960s horror movie, or it can be timeless. I mean, it's amazing how much style and costuming can do for, there were people who swore that my Encyclopedia Satanica short was the 1960s. But I dressed the characters that way on purpose, but I'm like, there's fucking like laptop chargers in the shots, like it's a modern library. Like but no one, because they're not looking at that. They're looking at, well, it feels like it should have been, or it looks something like it should have been.
Was that sort of like a an It Follows thing where it's like it's kind of like timeless because like it has things from many different eras while not being specific?
Yeah, being in the suburbs of Detroit, in those houses that were built in the 60s or 70s, and you watch it. I love that about It Follows. It was the timelessness of it, that it felt like it could have been, Michael Myers is walking around there in the 70s, in those streets.
Well, it depends.
Movie? I'm ready for that movie.
Do what? I don't think we've ever done that movie, have we?
We've done It Follows, haven't we?
We did. That's actually how I first watched it. It was back when we first started Discourse.
But we got the sequel coming.
Yep.
Is it called They Follow or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the Dark Skies. We need to look at this more because there's a bunch of movies that look interesting that were released over the last couple of years that none of us have even talked about. I'm curious about a couple. There's one called The Arborist that came out 2 or 3 weeks ago. I've never heard of. It looks interesting. I need to pay attention pay attention to that website a little bit more because they're like we go through so many movies a year. 40 to 50. I think I my tops was in the 70s in 2022 or 2023, and it's there's still so many that we don't see. It's insane. I
Yeah,
don't
Well,
remember how to keep track
Arbors
of
looks
it.
really interesting.
Yeah, I think it looks interesting.
well, you know how
Uh,
like if you like scroll through like Prime and like if you hover on something, it'll start to kind of play a trailer. There's like
mhm.
all these times where like when that happens, certain production logos will pop up, and I'll know what to avoid. Like Wild Eye Picks, I'll avoid all that shit.
Yeah,
But
Oh,
like,
Wild Eye.
but if I see Dark Sky Films, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this trailer. Um,
Yeah, they're at least quality movies generally. I mean, I didn't like Blackout, is that what it's
right?
called, all
Yeah,
that much, but I didn't hate it or anything like that. It was pretty well made. It wasn't for me, but it was
right.
and some of the other movies, Stakeland's fucking awesome, and so was Late Phases. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, IFC made some good movies like over the past 10 or 15 years. Magnet made a couple cool things. Those are
yep.
some of the ones that like lower or not big producers of films, but like a Blumhouse or whatever. Maybe that's the catalog we should start looking in for our shows. Is try to make people aware of things that we've never even seen.
Yeah, well, it's
A
funny
lot of
how
it's
like
on Shutter too.
Blumhouse is like the it's like the I don't know, it's like the popular one, but like they don't really put out a
Hmm.
lot of good stuff.
Yeah,
It's a lot of hit or misses.
Nate, are you finding some things you want to watch?
well, I noticed some that I have seen.
Yeah, some of
Some of
them I didn't go too far down.
coming home in the dark. We watched that one.
Yeah.
Um, there was one called something Sun I just watched from last year. Uh,
What about Hoodwitch? Hmm?
which sounds like
Yeah,
a
I
what?
saw that one. There's a
Uh,
movie called Sick Puppy coming soon.
I
Camp,
remember hearing about these, but I never
Bloodstream.
saw them. Those third Saturday in October movies. This look like slasher
I've never
movies.
seen those.
I've
Is
never
that what they
seen them.
are? Well, that sounds like a
I
slasher.
remember hearing about them.
We
Um,
you know, guys, like we talked about earlier about going back to those double features of films that none of us have seen before. We could,
Yeah.
just randomly pick some of these titles and kind of bring awareness
the,
to
Yeah,
dark.
S-
yeah.
the Severed Son. I watched that last year.
The Soul Eater. What is that?
I remember hearing about that one.
It's French. Rippy. And we are definitely going to have to do a show about Evil Dead Burn. I'm just saying when
Yes.
that comes up.
Oh,
I'm
fuck yes!
I'm excited about that. So
I
we should.
cannot wait for
We need to
that
be
one.
in agreement that we'll see it that try to see it that weekend so we can talk about it on the show after that because I'm pretty excited. I've only seen two horror movies from this year so far.
I'm going
I haven't.
opening nights.
I probably will too, but I've only seen Scream 7 and I watched a movie called Dolly on Shutter the other day.
Hmm.
Wasn't good, in my opinion. But I need to I've missed all the big stuff that's already come out early this year. I saw one somebody posted called I think it's called Hokum. It's got Ben
Yeah,
Wyatt in it.
it's in the theaters right now.
Yeah, that one looks interesting.
I saw Thrash. It was okay. So, dark movie. I think it's on like Netflix or something.
I still haven't seen 28 Days Later, Bone
Right.
Temple.
Ready or Not 2 and Bone Temple were really good. Saw
Yeah,
both of
Ready or
those.
Not 2. What's the one,
I,
Seth? I think saw it.
what's that?
It came out. They came out about the same time as Ready or Not 2. They're all going to
Oh,
kill us or something like that.
they will kill you. That's actually
They
I
will
have that
kill.
listed.
Yeah,
I have
wanna
that
s-
listed at my number one so
I want
far
to see
of
Oh,
the
that.
year.
Yeah.
That
yeah, I
movie
want to see that
is
as well.
fun as fuck. Um,
There's a
yeah, I've seen 5 so far this year.
What do you got?
Scream 7, Ready or Not 2, Send Help, 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, and They Will Kill You.
I like Send Help a lot too. Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna have a lot to catch up on. I saw a trailer last night for a movie called I can't remember what it's called now. I just showed it to. I watched The Craft today with my daughter, and sensational something or other. Stupendous tits. Is that no, that's Friday 13th. I can't remember what it's called. It's like something. It's these 3 witches who work in the mall or something like that, and they all have like fruit names like cherry and things like that. But I saw the trailer for it and I was like, man, that looks silly as hell. But I think I'd like to watch it. I like witches too, so I can't remember the title. My phone's not working. So, but yeah, we'll come up with some. If anybody has any suggestions of movies that may not get quite the audience, maybe they should let us know. Seth and I are gonna do a show on Wednesday with picking 5 movies from the 2020s that are kind of underappreciated, that fell under the radar, that we think are deserve to be seen. So I think that's what I said, right, Seth?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, something along those lines. So it won't be,
I'm gonna have a question for you about what counts.
Okay. Well, do you already have ideas?
Well, I mean, I think Hellraiser 2022 is underrated. A lot of people seem to shit on that one.
Yeah.
And another one was going to be When Evil Lurks. I know that we all know about it, but how big is it?
You just absolutely love that movie, don't you?
I love that movie. That's my favorite. That's my favorite of the 2020 so far.
Is it really? That's funny.
Oh yeah, it's wild, wild movie.
I liked it. Don't get me wrong. Nate, what do you think your favorite from this decade so far is?
Favorite?
Yeah. Mine's probably The Substance still. I love that movie.
God, I don't know. I probably have the list.
Well, once you're done with your top videos of the 90s or whatever it is you're doing, you're going to have to do your top 10 from this decade. Because I'm curious to know what you... I know a lot of stuff you like because, we've discussed it on the show, same with Seth and Jared. But like, I was thinking about it the other day, like, what are my favorites from the year? And I know this, or for the decade, I mean, and I know The Substance is like my favorite. And Late Night with the Devil. I really like the Frankenstein film from last year. That movie is fucking phenomenal. Yeah, Barbarian was another favorite of mine. Pearl, those are some of my big standouts from this decade.
Damn.
Halloween Ends.
Oh, yeah.
That's not. Is that 2020?
Yeah, it's 2022, I think.
I'm 50 years old. I don't remember times anymore. I was like, it's all a blur. Like, and I think about, like, I used to be like, that was 1984. That was 1996. That was now it's like 2000. Like, I don't know. Was that 10 years ago? No, it was 20 years ago. Shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
I have to constantly ask Amber. I have to constantly ask Amber, hey, what day is today?
I haven't gotten that bad yet.
All right. I just put in best horror films of 2020. Let me see if I can jog my memory here. I know Nosferatu's probably in my top 10. If Pearl was this, yeah, Pearl's in there.
Pearl's in there, yeah.
Quiet Place 2, I really loved.
That's the first one I saw back in the theater after the pandemic kind of slowed.
Well, I think that's the last. Well,
Am I crazy to think I like Quiet Place 2 more than the first one?
No. Not at all.
Yeah.
A Quiet Place 2 is badass.
Yeah.
Halloween Ends is definitely Visible Man could be.
No, that kicked off the decade.
I remember liking The Boy Behind the Door a lot.
What one was that one? Was that the one where the kid's like trapped in the house
The
And he's
two
like sneaking
boys are playing
around.
baseball and they kidnap one of them. The other
Yeah.
one's in the car.
Yep. I remember that one. Okay, yeah, that was a pretty good one. What about that movie where they cut the kid's tongue out that they remade?
That's not in my top
Oh.
10, but that was good
No.
though.
Like, what is that called though? I can't see
That's
no evil or
See No Evil, something like that. Let's see.
Wolf of Snow Hollow, that was 2020.
That was good.
Which one?
Wolf of Snow Hollow.
I never
It's
saw
got
that
Robert
one.
Forster in it.
Oh,
and,
you should. We should watch that one for the show. That's a great
We
movie.
could do that. Absolutely.
Yeah, this person picked some shit. Come on, there's some good ones.
What about Green? We've done a show on. Somebody asked, "What about Green Room?" We've done a show on Green Room. That movie's good, and that's 10 years old. That's not 2020s. I have a list of all the movies I've watched based on here.
X could be.
I thought you said X-Men.
X-Men.
Which
I love
one?
X. Prey. Prey is definitely my top 10 if you count.
Prey. Oh yeah, Prey. Okay.
Nope.
Think about it.
I think Nope's probably in my top 10. Barbarian.
Yeah, Barbarian
and Weapons probably.
Oh yeah, Weapons, absolutely. I love that one. Quiet Place 2. Malignant wouldn't be in there. Jacob's Wife, I love that. Fessenden again, and Barbara Crampton together, but not top 10 worthy. Here we go.
Bones and All would make my top 10.
Psycho Gorman would be in your top 10.
That movie's funny.
Right? Psycho Gorman's going to be in your top 10?
That won't, but I do like that movie. Bones and All would be in my top 10.
Yeah, it was fun. That's another one I haven't seen yet. Hellbender was the name of that movie, I think. Off Season was a movie that has Jocelyn Donahue. That's who I was thinking of. Jocelyn Donahue.
Oh, Off Season. Yeah, that was a good one.
Evil Dead Rise would be in my top 10.
Evil Dead Rise is in my top 10.
No one will save you.
Is that the one with the aliens and there's no speaking?
That's it.
Is that one?
Yeah, there's Late Night with the
Devil.
That one was good.
Late Night with the Devil was good. That one hit me differently though, I think. If you know what I mean.
I like this movie, Humanist Vampire Seeking Consensual Suicidal Person. I like that one.
That's a great title too.
Yeah.
What about Skinamarink?
That's interesting, but no, not top 10.
I've never even seen that.
I watched it once.
Dude, Dead Male is a movie I want to go back to.
Dead Male from last year?
I loved fucking Dead Male.
That movie was good.
I know, every time I think about it.
Yeah.
Even the first 28 Years Later movie I liked a lot.
I need to rewatch it. I didn't care for it the first time I watched it. I need to watch it again. Seth, what about
if you do watch the second one right after it,
back to back?
Yeah, I would.
What about the Last Voyage of the Demeter?
Strange Darling, I really liked a lot.
I love Last Voyage of the Demeter. I'm like one of the rare people who does love it though.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. Dark Harvest was fun. In a Violent Nature was different, kinda.
I like that one.
Abigail, that was a lot of fun. Lisa Frankenstein was fun. Blackout.
See if I can find my favorite horror movies of last year.
Nosferatu. Infested was pretty good. Not top 10 probably, but yeah.
That's the director of Evil Dead. Byrne, right?
Byrne, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Right, Seth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's my top number one. My number one from the 2020s is Werewolves for sure.
Hey, I like that. Good pick. I know you're full of shit, but good pick.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie, okay? It's stupid, but it's fun.
No, it was all right. It was all right. I liked it better than Blackout, actually.
I liked Cuckoo. I know people didn't like that, but I did like that movie.
Yeah.
I
I
like that
thought more
movie.
people liked it. I didn't care for it, but I thought a lot more people liked it. I don't think, I think I maybe didn't understand it or something like that. To be honest with you, because I remember being confused, but towards the end of what was even happening. So, oh, here
I
we go,
think
Seth.
yeah, go ahead.
Abraham's Boys.
Oh, fuck that movie. What a
That
boring
movie.
piece of
Oh,
shit.
did you see that one, Nate?
No, because you'll say I shouldn't. Like you said, you recommended
It was
not.
so slow. It was a slog.
I
Oh,
remember
the
the Queen of Black
influencer
Magic
movies.
was one of my favorites of one of those
Yeah,
years.
I remember you saying that one. But the influencer movies were pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, especially the
I like
second one.
those. Yeah. Some of these I don't remember. What the fuck is Bone Lake? That
That's
was
the
from
one.
last year. And I have
That's what
no
the
clue.
two. It's where those that couple rents a room or house, and the couple's there. They say, "Oh, we bubble booked it," but they actually live there, and they're
Oh, yeah.
seducing
Oh,
each
yeah.
other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've named all my favorites. Yeah, it's
Together was really good. I like that one.
yeah.
And they were able to use a Spice Girls song properly.
So I've got like my must sees lists on Letterbox. So out of 2020, Quiet Place 2 and Invisible Man would be in my possibly Invisible Man, maybe on top 10. In
Okay.
2021, The Queen of Black Magic would make my top 10. From 2022, Barbarian. This is a fucking great year, gosh.
2022 was
2022.
the best year so far. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
2022, my 10 must sees are Barbarian, Bones and All, Pearl, X, Prey, Nope, Halloween Ends, The Menu, Hellraiser, and Hatching.
Did you not like Flesh? Fresh, I mean.
Which one?
Fresh.
I like that.
Do you remember
Yeah.
that one? Yeah, I thought that was a good one. Prey
Nope.
came out that year. Nope. X. Jesus. This was a big year.
2023.
The Sadness came out that year. Yeah, the Menu's good. I like that one. That was a good movie. Whoa. Fucking, you know what else came out in 2022? Werewolf Castle.
Oh my god, the best movie of all time.
A Wounded Fawn. Was that you or Jared that liked that one, Seth?
I loved it.
Yeah.
That movie
Okay.
that was like
one of you.
that was one that Nate recommended to me
Mhm.
for our year-end list, and it was just so weird. I really enjoyed it.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure out what my top 10 is, but I think I'm
Well, maybe
pretty close.
maybe we'll have to do an episode on the halfway through the decade top 10 list or some shit like that, or top 20 list or something like that. Because I've been thinking about that lately because I've been interested in seeing these movies that are out this year, but not as much as because 2022 and I think 24 were the two best years of the decade so far. Looking back at the stuff, so.
And I'll send you. You said you're doing 5 for the next episode. 5 underappreciated or underseen or things.
Yeah, from 2020s. We're doing that on Wednesday. Are you available?
I'm not available, but I'll send you 5 movies.
Yeah, send me a list. I'll definitely.
There'll be things you guys possibly saw. So.
I mean, the fun thing about this group is recommendations. I see something, I tell you guys about it, and you ignore me. Nate sees something, I watch it generally. Seth sees something that has to do with werewolves. I'm like, God damn it, Seth.
You watch it and then you end up hating it.
No, that's the good thing about the group. Like, we can all kind of see the same things because we tell each other like, oh, I saw this. This was cool, and yeah, because there was one I saw in I don't remember what year it was, but it was The Hatchling or The Hatching, I think it was called. It was I think it was like a French movie. It was so fucking. It was weird as hell, but I loved it. It was like I think I ended up having it in my top 10. It was just a super
Made my
weird
top
fucking
10.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, send me that stuff, Nate, and then we're gonna do that. We're gonna start doing our horror movie massacres on Wednesday. Seth, you cool with that? I think I mentioned that to you already.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not too bad. I'm the boss.
Not too bad.
No. Yeah. Well, it's not gonna interfere with Werewolf Wednesday or whatever anymore.
Yeah, or
And
weekly, which I do whenever the fuck I choose to.
right. Well, the other thing is like on Tuesdays it sneaks up on me, and by Tuesdays I'm like, fuck, it's already time to do another show. So I think Wednesday works for me best. But anyway, I knew we wouldn't talk about that movie for long. That's okay.
Yeah.
It was
But we are still here talking.
yeah. That's exactly the point for this. We are still here. Yes. 100%.
Well done, Nate. Well done.
Yes. We are still here, and we'll be back in 2 weeks. Are we gonna do Relentless and Vigilante next week or next time?
Sure.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll let Jared know, or Nate, you can let Jared know, whichever one, and we'll be back on the 17th. Are you sure that's not Mother's Day? What day's Mother's
Next
Day?
Sunday is the 10th.
Okay, so it's next Sunday for sure. Okay, yeah, okay, I see.
Relentless
So
has
we'll
an
be back-
awesome soundtrack too. It's got this great.
What does?
The Relentless soundtrack is I just love it. It's like dun 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 ding ding. It's
I remember
great.
seeing that back in the far back in the day because I liked. There was a period in time in like the early '90s. I saw Judd Nelson in something. I'm like, I really like him. So we went to the video store and I would rent Judd Nelson, anything that he was in that I could find, and that was one of them for
I
sure.
remember seeing the TV spots on TV before it came out, and I was like, damn, it looks good. It looks creepy.
I kind of want to watch the third one just because it has William Forsythe in it.
I love William Forsythe.
I do too. I think that'd be fun.
I made a list of like this because I'm turning 50, like movies with actors that were 50 when they did the movie and like roles that I liked. And William Forsythe was 50 when he played Wydell in The Devil's Rejects.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my God. So he's got to be 70 now. If that's the case, because that movie's 20 years old now.
21 years old, yeah.
That shit, man. So today is the anniversary of The Craft, and I know we've never talked about that, I don't think, and it's not like a big movie that we ever really kind of talk about. My daughter loves it; she absolutely loves that movie. So we watched it today, and I posted on the Horror Syndicate, and somebody's like, "Thanks for reminding me that I'm 60, and I saw this when I was 30." I'm like, "Oh, I'm like, sorry, man. I was fucking 16 when that shit came out." Actually, I was 15 because my birthday hadn't happened yet. But yeah, like
It came out in 95 or 96.
96.
Same year Scream, huh?
Same year Scream, and it's funny because when it showed Skeet Ulrich, Helena's like, "Is that Billy Loomis with short hair?" I'm like, "Yeah," and that's Sydney too. So a lot of fun. Actually, The Craft's pretty good, I think.
I think The Craft's good. I think like when you look at that era of teen movies and all the rip-offs of Scream, of course, that came out same year as Scream, maybe even came out before Scream. I think it
before
did.
Scream came out later in the year.
Yeah, because you have Nev and Billy and Skeet, and but it's actually a solid movie. I mean, it's there's nothing wrong with it. It's not dated. It's not a lot of those movies are really dated. But I think that holds up, and it was a unique. I think not a lot of movies for young women at that time. Like, I mean, if they're not being victimized.
Yeah.
And here they're being, they're the ones with the power.
Yeah, and I think that might be why Helena liked it, because she's like, maybe I should get my friends to do this. I'm like, stop.
I said that step of the board.
That was that exact scene when she said that. It was that exact scene. But I like The Craft. You never seen it?
I remember seeing The Craft.
Oh.
No, I've seen it. I remember seeing it for the first time, like pretty much like around the same time I first watched The Rage Carry 2 for the first time, and they kind of seemed like they went like hand in hand.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked the Carrie 2. I thought that was a good solid movie, actually.
I
dig it.
did. I dig it too. I
That
did
was
a whole prom theme the other day, and I put up movies that were prom based, like Carrie and the prom night movies, and that one. That's one I saw in the theater because I was like, oh man, that's a sequel to Carrie. Finally, the sequel we've always needed. Not really, but I really I like it. What if we should do some kind of like '90s retrospective? I think that, like, I don't know how or why, but I think that'd be fun to talk about some of these movies that came out in the '90s, not like Scream or Candyman, the bigger ones, but some of these other ones that, you know, that we love that may have fallen through the cracks or maybe not as well accepted by the horror community or something like that. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Oh,
yeah.
I've been,
I agree. Like one of mine on that list would be, I don't know if this is technically horror. I guess it's up to you guys to decide. But Disturbing Behavior.
that's a horror movie.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that. I love that movie.
Nightbreed would not make the list because that has a bigger following than some of these other things. I think people love Nightbreed, except for me. I do not like Nightbreed. I love Clive Barker stuff, but Nightbreed just did not work for me. So Seth loves it. He's got
Absolutely.
a shit-eating grin on his face. Nate, you're where are you on Nightbreed?
I mean, I remember renting it when it came out. I
I
remember
like the
seeing
long pause, by the way.
it.
That's that acting
Nightbreed.
skill coming through.
let me see that bullshit here. No, I
He's all
remember like I do like it. It's there's nothing like it. Like so, like
yeah,
the
true.
other day I was asked. I posted a thing which was fun. I was like, name a movie and I'll give you a perfect double feature. I'll throw
Okay.
a movie at you that will go, and someone threw Nightbreed at me. I'm like, fuck. And I think I did come up with one. I don't remember what it was, but I'm like, that's a hard one to, because I said I obviously want to say Lord of Illusions, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm like, no, I don't. That's too easy. Just say another Clive Barker, movie. And so I had to think about it. I don't remember what I ended up on, but I think I don't remember what it was, but it was more akin to monsters and kind of quirky. But like that is just a really really unique movie, and I remember like moments really stand. I mean, I loved Dr. Decker and the way I love the design of Dr. Decker. That was fucking so cool.
Yeah, I do too.
And David Cronenberg
That's
playing
Cronenberg,
him,
isn't
and
it?
that
Yeah.
voice, that soft voice of David Cronenberg coming from behind that mask was so upsetting.
I think that's part of my issue though with that movie is it's like it felt like it didn't know what it wanted to be. We got a serial killer slasher type thing. You got the monsters. It's there's things I like about that movie. I haven't watched it in a long time. Maybe I need to go back and watch it.
I mean,
Now,
I've never seen.
it's like
have
a
you only
fantasy
seen
movie. Hardware's
like
a good one, yeah.
have you only seen the theatrical cut, or have you seen the director's cut or the Cabal cut?
I never did see the director's cut. I've seen the original, whatever would have came out in 1990. That's what I saw.
Okay, so the thing with that is like there was major studio interference. Like they optioned Cabal, which was Clive Barker's short story that it was based on, and like around that time, slashers were big, and they wanted more of the slasher element. So like they had to cut a bunch of stuff out, and so basically they messed with Clive Barker's original vision because
Whatever Scream Factory released is what I saw. So
they put out the director's cut, right? Because I was working with Scream Factory at the time. Because I remember with Scream Factory, because I was doing artwork for them then, and they got the director's cut, and they premiered it at Horror Hound Weekend, if I remember right. I remember them, and then they put out. I think Joe Robinson did the cover for it. I was kind of like, I want to do it, but
so I have, because I'm a huge fan of this movie. Like, I love creature feature stuff. I have the director's cut.
Oh yeah, with the
Scream Factory.
Yeah, okay, so that's what I have too.
And the Ralph McQuarrie cover. Star Wars artist.
That?
No,
I don't know.
The other cover was the Ralph McQuarrie painting.
What was it?
Yeah.
Which one
That's
did Joel
not it.
Robinson do?
He did one that's like a lot of blue and purple. It's like a
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
yeah,
That one was a special edition. Like they had this
quite
one that I got
sleeve.
and stuff.
Yeah, I
What's
think the
that
main
one?
one was the McCoy. I don't know who did that.
This is the rare Cabal cut.
Cabal cut.
Yeah, so it's more like the short story. I'm lucky that I got it before it sold out. But yeah, I don't know. Like if it sounds like Ray, you've seen the director's cut, which is what I would recommend over the theatrical.
Whatever this is, but I also haven't. I've seen it. I've seen Nightbreed all of 2 times, and once was for a show that we did at some point, and when I got this, whatever that was. So
Well,
yeah,
I remember when we did that because I was super excited to talk about it, and then all you guys were like, I don't really care for it that much. I'm like, oh, it's going to be a fun show.
well, I'm all about revisiting things. I did not like the dark half.
I love the dark half.
I know you do. I like to revisit Mandy at some point because I was very harsh on that one, and I know that Nate loves it. I don't know how you feel about it, Seth.
I didn't really care for it, but I was out. That whole conversation was between you guys.
That was a heated bit. That was one where I couldn't get on, and Ray's just like getting all over it. I'm like, I can't even get on. I can't get connection.
That was all along.
And I was just getting angrier and angrier.
That was the Discourse version of you two, like what Halloween Kills was for me and Ray.
Sounds like I'm the problem. So
no, not at all. We just have different tastes. It's cool.
So you mentioned Lord of Illusions earlier, Nate, or Seth, one of you guys did. And I pair that with In the Mouth of Madness for some reason. I actually watched those two together a lot. It may be because I rented them on the same day and watched them the same night. But every time I watch In the Mouth of Madness, which is a John Carpenter film, versus Lord of Illusions, which is a Clive Barker film, I always end up watching In the Mouth of Madness and then Lord of Illusions for some reason. I don't know that they go together, but for me, they do for some reason.
We'll see what I paired up Nightbreed with since we're still here.
Yeah, we are still here.
We are still here.
And we are the Nightbreed, so.
Yeah. How's that?
It's night time. We are the Nightbreed. Here it is. All right. That could be a fun episode, actually. Name a movie, we'll tell you what to pair it with.
That would be fun, actually.
Nightbreed, I put Delamorte Delamore.
Ooh.
I've never seen that.
Oh my God.
Well, actually, wait, hold on. Before
Cemetery.
I say that.
Cemetery Man.
Huh? Cemetery Man.
Did I see that one? I know I've been like over the last couple years. Huh?
It is on Tubi.
Well, I remember over the last couple of years, I've been like slowly seeing some more Italian stuff.
Yeah, it's Italian, but not really. Like, there's not that much dubbing over it. It's fucking wild. I got to see it in the theater last year. Man, it's so fucking wild, that movie.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, so my gosh, there you go. Stop everything you're doing. Put that drink down.
Well, actually, that's if Anna Falchi, absolutely. Some of the best on-screen boobs of all time. Nate, we've never done a show on Cemetery Man, I don't think.
I don't think we have, no.
Yeah, that might be.
But I think the best pairing, like double feature for Cemetery Man, would be Dead Alive. Someone mentioned Dead Alive.
Yeah,
Dead Alive and Cemetery Man were so. They felt so like they're not exactly the same, but there's something about them. Like I used to get them mixed up. Like, was that in Cemetery Man or was that Dead Alive?
I haven't seen Dead Alive in probably 20 years.
I probably haven't either.
Yeah, and maybe that's another thing we should talk about because I haven't seen it in forever.
Well, it's like hard to find, isn't it?
It's hard to come by in the States. Yeah,
I think I own the DVD.
I have a DVD of it. Yeah, it's not streaming anywhere from what I can tell, like even to rent from what I can see here.
Because I remember I went to look for it to buy it because I don't think I own it. I can double check my collection. Because I mean, I remember loving that movie. Just how crazy that was. We
I kick ass
hit in
for
the
the
baby off
Lord.
the swing set.
Yeah, I've got the DVD somewhere.
And I
was
got to
on Evil Dead movies,
I
but
got to meet the star of that at Horror Round too.
Lionel or whatever.
Balsa or something like that. Is that his name? That's
His name in the movie is Lionel.
Yeah.
I remember that. I don't know. I have it somewhere. I know I have it. That's another. We got some ideas for shows coming up. It sounds like, which is good. Dead Alive,
Cemetery Man.
Cemetery Man, a '90s retrospective, which I think would be a lot of fun. I don't know how we'd frame that, but I'd like to figure that out. Yeah, Cemetery Man. Seth, I can't believe you haven't seen that. I thought we've tried to get you to see that before.
Maybe I have. I just don't remember. I know I saw House by the Cemetery. I saw The Beyond. I was
Simone.
too.
You would not forget if you saw Cemetery Man.
No, we wouldn't.
Well,
Do me a favor and Google Anna Fauci right now.
okay, but here's my counterpoint to that, Nate. I'm getting older.
Okay, here we go.
And I'm a little something of a burnout.
Little.
I was being generous to myself, but yeah, I got a bad memory.
I don't know. I still think you would remember these.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way you would forget. You saw Life Force, right?
No, I haven't. I own
You
it.
haven't seen Life Force either?
Nope.
Ugh.
And I own the Blu-ray. I don't know if I opened it. I forgot I had it for a while.
Life Force is a fun movie, but it's got Life Force. That's your double feature, Cemetery Man. Matilda May and Anna Fulci. There you go. Boobs. Just saying. I haven't mentioned them in a while. I got to get the drinking game going again. So anyway, there were no boobs, and we are still here. All right.
Well, Barbara
We're
can't
gonna
come all the time.
have to write these down. No, well, I don't think she had. Well, no, she did. And Jacob's wife. I was gonna say I don't think she has since she's gotten into her 60s, but Jacob's wife she did for a brief second.
She was only a few years older than me, and we are still here.
Do what?
She was only a few years older than me, and we are still here.
Her age is a mystery to me because
she doesn't look.
I can't seem to find it. That too. She doesn't look very old. Did you guys ever see Beyond the Gates with her?
Yeah, and then like the VHS game movie.
Yeah, that wasn't a terrible movie. Also has another pretty blonde in it.
She kind of went through a resurgence around the time this movie came out. We are still here.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was popping up on like You're Next and all kinds
You're
of.
Next.
She's probably my age, and You're Next. She's probably 50.
Probably.
Let's see.
Another movie
with
Fezzik in it.
Yep, Fezzidan's in that for a brief second. That's technically the first movie I saw him in, but I recognized him. I was like, oh, I like this guy. He reminded me in this movie as like a poor man's Jack Nicholson.
He's always reminded me of Nicholson, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, your Next was in 2011.
It's another movie I don't think we've talked about.
So she was about 52 in Your Next.
High West is in that.
Yeah, as a director,
Yeah.
as a scarf. Sarah.
That's a good movie. Okay, so 2 weeks from now we are doing Vigilante and Relentless, and then the following week's my birthday, so probably won't do that week. And then the week after that, I believe, is June 1st. Maybe we'll do Cemetery Man that night. It's on Tubi, Seth.
I'm down for it. I need to see more Italian horror films.
I think so, and there's some I know that I'm sure there's some that Nate hasn't seen either that I have in my collection alone. Like there's a movie called The Suspicious Death of a Minor. Have you seen that, Nate?
Star Wars Day tomorrow. So happy
Yep.
Star Wars to my nerd
Cool, cool.
friends.
I've been at a very Star Wars place lately. Just to let you guys know, I've been watching all the movies, reading comics, and buying action figures. I love it. Is that a Force Effects or is that from somebody else?
I don't know. Can't remember where I got it. I think I bought it at a toy store somewhere.
I have a few. Reynolds and I are going to buy a couple lightsabers very soon because he's been on me about it for a while. By the way, he turned 17 the other day. Can you guys believe that shit?
Wow.
Dude, my oldest daughter turns 18 in September.
Really?
Yep.
And mine in October.
How old is your daughter turn? 18?
Should be 18 in October.
So both of you guys' daughters turn 18?
Yep.
You're
And
adults.
And my youngest daughter turns 17 in December.
Oh God, how does that feel, guys? Knowing that your kids are turning 18.
It's insane.
It's crazy. It's more crazy for her though, I think. Like she's like, I'm an adult. What? I don't want to be an adult.
Yeah, Reynolds thought when he turned 18, I was going to kick him out of the house for some reason. And I'm like, no, I'm not kicking you out of the house. That's a weird thing to think. We're not doing that shit. Yeah. May the 4th be with everybody. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a show. Seth and I will be back on Wednesday for Horror Movie Massacre, and we are doing 5 horror films from the 2020s that you may have missed that need more exposure. How about that? I don't know.
The Bible.
What is that? Oh, for your
Yeah.
So when is that? When are you going to start rehearsals and all that stuff?
We audition in October, so October 3rd and 4th. So right now I'm just doing all the director jobs, all the
Discourse season is until October.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. You guys have anything else you want to say before we go for the night? I got to still run to get soap for my kids.
We are no longer here in about 5 minutes.
Yes. Seth, with your freshly cut hair.
Well, thanks for noticing.
You look like a 1960s senator over there. The senator from Vermont has the floor. Please.
I hereby end discourse.
There we go. All right, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you in 2 weeks for Discourse, and Wednesday we will be back with whatever I keep saying. I can't. I gotta think of a title. So it's good seeing you guys.
What would it be? Let's say we're watching Vigilante and Relentless.
That's for Discourse, but for Wednesday's show.
Oh, you're doing your 90s thing, right?
No, that's the 2020s thing. The 5 movies from the 2020s.
Oh, 5
that nobody
minutes
talks
2020.
About. Right.
That sounds like a title there.
Yeah. There we go. That's what we got coming up. And Werewolf Weekly will happen whenever Seth fucking feels like it. So everybody have a great night.